In America today, we have a troubling and difficult paradox. First, our nation is founded on the concept of personal freedom or liberty. Liberty really is a simple concept. It describes a basic right to live as you choose, coupled with the responsibility that you do not interfere with the rights of others. Or in other words, it is a truly symbiotic pursuit of happiness, and the point is that we should all seek to be happy, but never at the expense of others. The paradox being that we have strayed from this and made an increasingly lengthy series of federal laws that are unconstitutional in that they directly interfere with the liberty and pursuit of happiness of millions of American citizens. Our founding fathers chose to rebel from England for a number of reasons. Some of those reasons were economic, but some of them were ideological. One of the largest factors at the time was that being the great colonial melting pot that we had become, there were people here from many different religious organizations, yet England had decided to push upon the colonies their unified state religious beliefs. This is a large part of the basis of the First Amendment, the basic belief that no one should impose their own religious belief on others, but especially not the government. As time has passed, things have gotten a bit more complicated. We have for some reason chosen to overburden our bureaucracy with laws that regulate private social behavior, and are backed and supported by religious groups. It should become obvious to us by now, by studying history and by looking at the world today, in particular the Middle East, that religious friction leads only to violence and civil disorder. All too often, religious leaders pursue their own agendas through the power of the church, and use their influence to unify their parishioners to crusade for or against some cause or another. This is generally not only manipulative behavior, but is disrespectful to people within and outside of the church, as well as often being in complete disregard for the teachings of the religion itself. Spiritual exploration of self and of the world around us is not something that should be taken lightly. One person's spiritual beliefs, so much as they cooperate with a basic agreement of respecting others' liberty, should be considered sacred and inviolable. But liberty is always a two-way street, even when such a thing as religion is involved. It seems logical that no one has the right to tell another what to think or what to believe. That implies one simple truth, however, and that is that no matter how deep your faith, no matter how strong your conviction, you are only causing harm if in your fervor, religious or otherwise, you interfere with the liberty of another. Most religions teach of the betterment of self, and again, most teach that we, as imperfect beings, are not in a position to judge others. The God that monotheistic religions all preach of can only be a loving and forgiving God. When one becomes angry at another for their beliefs or their lifestyle, can they really claim that they are behaving righteously? Can we really believe that a kind and just God would want us to oppress, subjugate, or even kill our neighbor for not behaving as we would hope? Wrath and judgment are self-destructive. We should not consider it proper to persecute people for any specific faith or lack thereof. People should be allowed to live their lives so long as they respect the freedoms of others. One's personal beliefs are the most sacred part of their being. Just as you wish to live your life as you please and express your faith as you see fit, then you should take responsibility for your effect on the world. Respecting the liberty of others is the only way to ensure that you retain your own liberty. All have the right to pursue happiness, regardless of their faith, beliefs, thoughts, or ideas. Limiting this in any way can only lead to tyranny, strife, and further social repression.